Today we are going to be talking about thrifting, and specifically thrifting at the Goodwill Bins. So, leave a like and let's jump in. I love thrifting because it's cheap, gives me unique pieces, and helps the environment. There are lots of different ways to thrift. I have participated in buying clothes in stores, buying clothes online, and buying clothes from my friends. But there is a whole other level of thrifting, and that is the Goodwill Bins. The Goodwill Bins are basically a large warehouse where Goodwill puts overflow. There are lots of items that you would find at a typical Goodwill, but the most prevalent is probably clothing. Goodwill Bins are not separated by size, color, or any other sort of separations besides what type of item it is. For example, clothes, toys, books, etc. The real difference between Goodwill and Goodwill Bins is that Goodwill Bins are significantly cheaper than Goodwill's already marked down prices. Depending on the store, you may pay it by the pound or by the item. For example, at my Goodwill bin, I pay $1 a pound for clothes and $1 per pair of shoes and $2 for a purse. I love thrifting at the bins because it's like a game. I get to look for good deals and maybe find hidden treasures. It is also like a game because you may not always find big wins. However, I have found some pretty big wins in my past, and these items with my other thrift finds now comprise 80% of my wardrobe. I own designer bags, dresses, and some unique pieces at a significantly discounted price. But aside from the price, there is another pressing reason why I thrift. Thrifting helps eliminate clothes from ending up in the dumpster. Fast fashion is a trend which is taking a toll. Fast fashion is cheap clothing that is not made to last long and encourages consumers to buy even more due to seasons being shorter. Instead of having 4 seasons a year, now fashion is coming out with new items every week, specifically stores like H&M or Forever 21. The fashion industry is not sustainable, and there simply is not a place to put all this clothing that people don't want without causing negative impacts to the environment. While I enjoy thrifting and what that means for me, I can't say I am pleased at why I have such a large selection. I didn't want to go shopping alone this week, so I decided to bring along my friend, Laura. She told me,
I've never thrifted before.
And I was so excited to show her a whole new world. Though I did worry about kind of pushing her into the deep end by taking her to the Goodwill Bins for her first thrifting experience. We are back from Goodwill. It's actually been a couple days. I had some issues with the recording, 100% my fault. But we are back again. I cleaned the room again. And we have with us this yellow bag that we actually got. All the stuff from Goodwill is in this yellow bag. Now, I want to ask you a few questions because this was your first time thrifting. And it's not the most traditional thrifting that you can do. But I just want to know, like, this was your first experience, so kind of what did you think about thrifting in general?
Oh, I thought it was really cool. I wasn't expecting the setup that was there. Like, it was more like a warehouse kind of setup, and I was expecting like a department store kind of thing. So that kind of surprised me. But it was cool how they had like all the bins and you could just sift through and just find whatever you wanted.
What do you think about the prices?
They were really good. Like it was by weight, correct? Like
Most
a pound
everything. Yeah.
was about $1.
Yep.
Yeah. Really good prices.
So when you were looking through the bins, were you thinking like, this is nasty? Or were you thinking like, oh, this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be? Like, what were your thoughts while you were there?
For the most part, like it didn't seem like nasty to me. I mean, there were a few items that were like a little sticky or felt kind of musty and like dusty kind of, but nothing that a wash can fix. So
Hopefully.
yeah.
So you didn't end up getting that much, but you did get one item.
Yeah.
So, do you mind telling us about your item?
Yes. So, we found The Death Cure, which is the third book in the Maze Runner series in the book bin. And it was probably the most exciting book that was there.
For sure. There were a lot of like children's books, which were exciting.
Yeah.
But they were also slightly creepy. I don't know if you've ever read a children's book, like once you're an adult, and really thought about it. But there was one that was just so creepy.
It's like innuendos that they probably didn't intend, but they're there.
They were there, for sure. Anyway, so you got this book, and it's a little banged up, but it was only how much?
It was 27 cents.
With tax. 27 cents with tax. And does it say on the back how much it would normally cost?
$10.
$10. So you saved a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do the math, but... So I also got a couple things, and I've washed them now because it's been a few days.
Are you going to be eating that while...
I'm almost done. We can start. It's fine. So, this is the first thing I got, and this probably cost me like 10 cents because it weighs pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
But this is a silk shirt. And when we got it, it wasn't dirty or anything, so I'm pretty happy with this. I'm gonna wear it when I go to another country that's really hot. And for the big find, drum roll. Gosh. Is this massively long dress. I'll put in some B-roll here. But yeah, I got this dress and I thought it was gonna be a little bit heavy, but they actually have cash registers that you can weigh things at. So I did that just to make sure it wasn't super heavy, and it was about a pound. So I ended up spending $1 for the shirt and the dress, and even though I didn't get that much, like, I think what I did get was pretty good quality. So I think that the Goodwill Bins can be pretty hit or miss, and I don't think that we did too poorly. I think we kind of did, like, average pretty good. So I'm just wondering, will you ever go back to the Goodwill Bins or maybe try thrifting in a different way? Or, like, what do you think?
I definitely see myself thrifting again. I probably would picture it more in, like, one of their conventional kind of Goodwill kind of store where it's more organized and, like, easier to find things and stuff. But, yeah, I would definitely do it again.